Hey guys, we're checking out Oak Island today. It is a windy day, but we're out here. We're going to do a quick know before you go so that you can have an overview of visiting and checking out the beach on Oak Island. So let's quickly go over the beach rules. There's really not that many. Oak Island does allow alcohol smoking. There's no rules against that. You cannot have glass containers on the beach. You should pick up your cigarette butts and all your trash. You cannot leave your beach gear out unattended between 8:30 and 7 a.m. So between 8:30 p.m. and 7 a.m., if your beach gear is left, towels, tents, chairs, these will be picked up and you can get them back for a $50 fine. So just pick up your gear when you are done for the day. And if you want to go set up, just get out there about 7 o'clock and you will be good to go. Now, you make sure you fill in your holes when you leave. We want to protect those sea turtles. Emergency beach access. You are not to be within 15 feet your persons or your beach gear when you are setting up at the beach. You want to keep the emergency accesses clear so that emergency vehicles can get in, off, and off the beach in case there is an emergency. So there are 65 public beach accesses. There's 146 direct beach access pathways. There's 40 nature viewing or intercoastal waterway fishing locations, 5 boat and kayak accesses, 4 fishing tees or crab docks. If you want to know everything about North Carolina beach living and living on Oak Island, then subscribe, tap the bell below so you can be the first to know about what's going on Oak Island. Rip currents form when there is a steady stream of water pulling out to sea away from the shore. If you ever get caught in a rip current, don't fight it. Try to swim out of the current and then back to shore. Yell for help if you can. Tread water or float if you cannot get out of it. Never swim alone. Always check the rip current status. So Oak Island has these signs at every beach access. There's a QR code that you can scan. You can see the flag status for the day. On the beach patrol vehicles, there are flags that wave, so when you are hanging out on the beach, you should be able to see them when they're going up and down. When you're coming on the island, the flags are hanging at both of the fire stations. I know that Crossroads, the gathering place, they have them hanging up. A couple other businesses will have the flags. So when you see the flags, there's red, yellow, green. There's 2 reds. That means nobody's allowed in the water. Red means that they're caution, which we don't get in the water if it's red anyway. Today you can see that the current is a little rough. Today is a red flag day. You have yellow, so that's moderate. Green is good. If you see purple, that is marine life. So just be aware that's typically jellies. So it's just for your safety. So always check before you come out to the beach. So my dad is always telling us to check the tides. What is the tides doing? So make sure you check the tide before you come. You'll know if it's high tide or low tide. If it's low tide, just be aware that the tide is going to come in. So you're going to either need to move your gear back as it comes in or go ahead and set your gear back. And then you can play up in the water. If you go west of Southeast 40th Street at low tide, there are some great tidal pools. So they are little pools of water. Sometimes they'll catch those little tiny fish in them. It's great for the kids to play in, especially if you have small children. So make sure you check your tides. We are at Middleton Park. This is one of the public parking areas. Now, every beach access has some public parking spots. Now it is pay to park April 1st to September 30th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you see a bumper That's where you park. No bumper, no parking. So there are multiple ways to park. If you're a resident, you can get your resident parking pass. If I don't know if there are any still, I'll check on that and I'll link it below. They do have seasonal passes that you can buy for $175 for the year. It is $5 an hour, $25 a day, and it's $80 for the week. So if you're here for a week, it is worth that $80. You can park wherever you want and you don't have to worry about keeping up with it. Otherwise, and there are multiple ways to pay. So on the signs, it's really easy. There's a QR code that you can scan. You can download the Surfcast app. I will link that. There's also a number that you can call. I'll put that below. It's also on these signs, so when you get here and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, you can call that number and they'll take payment over the phone or they will help you out. You make sure that you look at your zone. So you put your zone in, you put your license plate number and the state that your license is registered in. A great thing about Oak Island is that it is dog friendly. So dogs are allowed on the beach anytime. Now there is a leash rule. So between March 16th and October 14th, the dogs have to be on a leash. That's even if they get in the water, they are supposed to be on the leash. But that means that there is a time where the dogs get to run free. It's when there's not a lot of people here. So that is October 15th to March 15th. So let your dogs go enjoy the beach.
Oak Island currently has 9 designated handicapped assist locations, which include mobile mats. Now, these can be hard to maintain, so if you ever see an issue with any of these, anything that needs to be repaired, please call the Public Works Department at 910-210-8008. Oak Island Rec Department offers the use of beach wheelchairs to residents and visitors. Some of these chairs can float and can be used in the water. To reserve one of these, you can call the Rec Department at 910-278-5518.
Oak Island also allows bonfires on the beach, and I am telling you, you need to do it. It is allowed with a submitted permit. Now, the winds cannot exceed 15 miles an hour. Today, you could not have a bonfire. And you have to submit an application 72 hours prior. That's so that they kind of know the wind speeds, so they can know if they're going to allow the bonfire or not. You also clean up after your fire. It's an easy application. You just can't do it more than 72 hours out so that you are safe. You protect the homes here. You protect yourself. I'll link the application below. I promise you will enjoy it. Go try it out. Golf carts are huge here on Oak Island. That is the great thing. You can come to the island and you can not get in your car. You can use your golf cart for anything. It is recommended that you take the back roads as opposed to being on Oak Island Drive. It's safer for you and it keeps traffic flowing. Golf carts are only allowed on streets that are posted 35 miles per hour or lower. Now you can cross the sections that are 45 miles per hour, so you could cross on Southeast 9th Street, go in the middle lane, and then go down Southeast 10th Street to get to Yacht Drive so that you could get down to Middleton Avenue to go to the beach, or come down Northeast 40th Street, wherever that you want to go. Now, it is just like a vehicle. You need to have your driver's license. You need to have seat belts on. They're child seats. Same laws as in a vehicle. You cannot have more people on your golf cart than there are seat belts. You cannot have a trailer or wagon attached to your golf cart unless it is also permitted. It has to be electric. For more information on golf carts on Oak Island, I will link it below. Let me know if you have any questions.
Oak Island is home to sea turtles. Most commonly, we see loggerhead turtles, but green and leatherback nests can occasionally be found. If you ever have a problem night or day with any sort of sea turtles, please call the Oak Island Sea Turtle Protection Program at 910 945 8888. They are here to help us protect our sea turtles. Now, let's go over quick rules about the sea turtles. Do not disturb a turtle that is crawling to or from the ocean. Beach houses, turn off your lights. Do not crowd the turtles. Do not shine lights or snap flashes. Sit quietly in the dark at a distance. Do not disturb turtle nests. Never touch hatchlings. Fill in your holes. Pick up your trash. Do not sit or place beach equipment within 10 feet of a turtle nest. Now, these are usually very clearly marked. If you see one that hasn't been marked that you think is a sea turtle nest, please call the Sea Turtle Protection Program. Only 1 in every 1,000 hatchlings make it to adulthood, so let's protect our sea turtles. Whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. All of my information is in the description below. Until next time.